Working as intended.
Down here again. This Lalafell. Alright, I still have to finish the Ehcatl stuff too. Once you hit level 50, there's too many quests in this game. Alright, let's head out to North Shroud. Whoa, hello tree. Gotta help out Lala friend some more. Hello! Sizzle has one last task he would have you perform. The crafting portion of this quest is recommended for discipline level 18 and above. Battle portion level 49 and above. Day to be remembered this is, at last, at long last. Complete, Ehcatl, we will rejoice, cry, soil, self, and excitement. Caw, caw, caw. Matter of attaching and calibrating final components it is, then up into sky before Nadalin fanatics arrive. Task for Monica, Sizzle has. Final task to craft finishing component. Take these materials to Fall Guard float, Monica must. Expect Monica's finest work. Alright. Considering I'm almost at level 60 for my crafter, I think I'm above level 18. Hello. Hello there. Come now, I can hardly hear you. I said hello there. I mean, I have this thing. Components. I see you're looking to craft your final airship component. I recognize the materials, but I would not dream of attempting the synthesis myself. I'm certain that you will have no trouble, of course. Your materials back, the facility is yours. And I have to wear the proper gloves, don't I? There they are. Finishing component. Presume it has to be high quality. Oh, immediate, excellent, done. Alright, easy. And then we'll have to go into battle. Monica, quickly now, quickly! Have the final component we must. Here you go. Awesome quality. Alright, installation time. Yes, exactly what we need. This is final piece of Ehcatl. Chief, terrible news there is. News? What news? Heard from our little bird Nadalin we have. War balloon pilots have begun priming air stones, Tizzle says. Priming air stones? That sounds ominous. Yes, seek to harness blessings of Gairhard they do. Stones provide propulsion for balloons. Signal preparations for coming sortie, this does. Sent details of Tizzle has. Fly here to Ehcatl and destroy Ehcatl and Balloon Squadron will. Thick-skulled zealots obey goddess or face annihilation, they say. Shriveled and dead their souls are. The Ehcatl is gathering crafters, not warriors, and this camp is defense against attacks from the air. We're doomed, aren't we? Speak truth little, no feathers does. Everything we've worked for, go up and smoke it, Will. Cease your screeching, fledgling, need to think. Cripple this attack somehow, we must. Not so final was final task. Ask one more boon, Monica, says a wood. Dangerous mystery for one true warrior among us. Stop war balloons from ever taking off, Monica must, but swiftly, now swiftly, once they are airborne, soon float beyond our reach they will. Make haste for Nadalin and Snowy Corthus. Make contact with Ehcatl. Know how to sabotage assault, he will. Monica handles fanatics. Rest of Ehcatl 9 continue with preparations for maiden flight. Huddle in nest and wait to die. We will not. Confidence. Alright, I'll go kick some ass. Alright, head way out here. Spread your wings and soar. Hello, sabotage time. And for us, one and reinforced promise by Ehcatl. Shh, keep voice down, you must. Wish to attract attention to these vicious air skulls. We do not. Thank you, God's balloon squadron has not yet left ground. Flotation bladders are filled and ready, but take much time. Preparation of air stones does. Charged by power vortex array stones are. Once stones are fully primed, load them onto balloons and take off. Air skulls will. Before that happens, disable vortex array we must. No power means no propulsion. Simple enough, yes? Tools of sabotage, Tizzle has. Corrupted crystal shards. Insert these into turrets of vortex array and disperse elemental wind currents they will. But begin with primary turret you cannot. Disable secondary turrets first. Very important. Delicate and dangerous work disrupting flow of elemental power is. Look for this one. See you this glowing device? One of 3 secondary vortex turrets it is. Try inserting shard, yes? Whee! Good, very good. Understand how it is done. Within Alan 2 more of these, you will find sabotage both main secondary devices and seek out primary turret. Once main turret is down, cease feeding power to airstones, vortex ray will, then hurry back to Ehcatl and witness trial flight we can. Oh, we just fly out to them. Makes it easy. Hello, big aetheryte. You're doing a good job of guarding this. Boop. And up here's the primary one. No guards. Boop. Oh, that thing there is for the, Howling Eye Hard. But I haven't opened it yet. I'm back. Squawk! Rob balloons of propulsions for this one has, but send something amiss, Toozle does. Report to Chief, total log Toozle will, remain in Nadlin, and keep eye on Air Skull's featherless one. No, better option there is. From top of Observatorium, observe both lands of Corythus and Blackshell at the same time, featherless one can. Send small featherless one to join you, Toozle will. Welcoming of sneaky Ixlot Tower they are not. Squawk! All the way to Observatorium. I believe there's a big fish I have to catch right here for that level 50 ridiculous big fish catching quest for the title. I don't think my fishing stats are high enough though for it. You can't just fly to the top here, I have to do it from inside. Aha. Hi Tataramu. Lalafell's back. Here to help. Where have you been? Have you not heard? There was another of those vortex devices hidden in a ravine in Nadalin. It would seem the Ehcatl air skulls were craftier than Toozle gave them credit for. Let us continue the roof and see what we can see. Alright, Lalafell party. Guess I couldn't go down those stairs. There's only the one war balloon that managed to prime its airstone, but I'm afraid one of those zealots need. Without ballistas or even archers, the Ehcatl 9 can do not prevent their fanatic kin from dropping explosive munitions right into the camp. Ah, over there! It's heading south towards the 12's wood. Blast and bother all, I feel so helpless. Why must fate be so cruel? Squawk, bring balloon directly over unbelievers' dung heap. Smash and burn their little toy, we will. I hope you guys get shot the fuck down. Chieftain, alone up here, we are not. Look up, look way up. What's happening? Whee! Good God, it's the Blackjack. I know my father's ship anywhere. And Father, what madness are you planning? Papa's here to help. The boy's whims will be the death of me. I heard this music too much in Diadem. Fire! Oh no, just ram right into them. Ramming speed! Whee! Explosions, hooray! He did it! It's like my ship's sturdier than yours. What did I tell you? Sturdy Skyways construction, that beastman blimp never stood a chance. Please, Chairman, you endanger yourself and the company's future both. I believe I shall be sick. Oh, pipe down, will you? I haven't felt this alive in years, and besides, Highwind Skyways has a more than competent successor. Let us arrange a meeting with him now, shall we? What of your appointments? Sending can await our arrival in Uldan. Following that you have an engagement with Master Gairhard in Costa del Sol. Cancel all my appointments. But sir... Alright, do I go to the crash site and just kick the shit out of them? He's using the signal lamp. Meet at Ehcatl camp. Do not be late. Huh. Let me just use a link probe if Father Wood insists on doing things the hard way. Come on, let's be off. Alright, Lalafell waddle our way back. I'm back. Hello, Lala friend again. Squawked for this one's This Day Belongs from Tozel about Mimitter ramming Cecil heard. Hello, less angry Papa. Father. Coulson had a few words with me. I thought myself too old for one of his lectures, but apparently I was wrong. I heard that the Ehcatl are people who lost their wings, the people whose greatest wish is to once more fly freely through the clouds, and that the invention of their balloons was a step towards reclaiming that which they once had. But perhaps we were the ones who truly lost the freedom of flight. Tataramu, when I look upon your face now, I'm reminded of words I've not thought of in years. Spread your wings and soar, that was a slogan coined by our company's founder, by your grandfather. Ka, stop, split Cecil's sides, you will. Have I said something amusing? Spread your wings and soar, you must. Ehcatl favorite saying it was. Your mentor said that? Then it was not simply your technology that Highwind Skyways borrowed, but your philosophy as well? Chief Tolak, I wish to apologize for the disrespect I have shown you. Without the contribution of the Ehcatl, my company would not be where it is today. My father, Tatsanora, owed his success to the knowledge he learned under the tutelage of Ehcatl, and on behalf of Highwind Skyways, I extend my fullest gratitude to you and your people. Enough. Make Cecil squirm in front of fledglings, Tataparu will. Give thanks to Cecil would. Brought dream within Ehcatl 9's grasp, Chairman's son has. Brought Ehcatl 9 within reach of Ehcatl. Tatarabu, time to launch our bird into sky, yes? Yes, sir. Commencing trial flight preparation for Ehcatl, and all crew members begin pre-flight inspections. It's science time. "'Tis a beautiful vessel. My boy was hiding some truly revolutionary ideas in that obsessive head of his, like grandfather, like grandson. I believe you are owed a debt of gratitude as well, Venture. 'Twas due in no small part to your actions that the dream of my son and his Ehcatl colleagues now stands to become reality. Dezel is watching even now, Cecil thinks. Arrive on Paradise's doorstep soon enough, we will. Spread our wings and soar, we shall. All done? Time for flight. My dear Mike, all the gratitude I will endlessly heap upon you. There are no words to express the joy I feel in this moment. But perhaps I am being premature. Why, the ship has yet to even leave the ground. I must focus on task at hand and be sure that every bolt is tightened and every knot secured. There is, in actual fact, one more request I would make of you. The absolutely final one, I promise. This is the figurehead I've been working on. I'd like you to take the rest of the materials and craft the finishing component. 'Tis only fitting that your craftsmanship binds the Ehcatl figurehead together. Here are the items you'll need. Pray present them to Cecil and see that we have his blessings on the design. Alright, more crafting. More level 18 crafting. How's this look? Mischance empty bladder Monica has? Unless wish to miss inaugural flight test Monica does. How about you take a look at this? Figurehead component materials. Squawk figurehead component materials from the design says, when did Tataran will learn to craft traditional flying charm? Feathers of figurehead serve to remind Ehcatl of ancestors and ward balloon against capricious nature of sky they do. Impressed with Tataruma's foresight, Cecil is. Have Cecil's blessings to complete figurehead, Monica does. Crafting is component simple matter, yes? Be sure then to pour all Monica's skill into task. Alright, crafting again. Finish part and return to Tatarum before final inspections are complete. See figurehead proudly attached for test flight, Cecil would. Guessing the fucking gloves again. That looks pretty easy to craft. High quality component. Done. Alright, here you go. Yes, I have. Attach it. Thank you, this will do perfectly. I think I'm ready to entrust my life to the desert colony and aim for the highest skies. We're all but done with the last round of inspections. 'Twould be safest if you were withdraw several steps. Only the gods know how this will unfold. Hooray, first flight! Alright, please be successful! Pretty balloon. Cal 9, arrived at long last. Moment of truth has. To Ehcatl we fly. Ignite cerulean propulsion engine. Cerulean gas primed and ready. Engine fuel pumping. Our air pressure and temperature favorable. Engine output is steady. Instrument settings within expected parameters. Extend the wings. Open the throttle. Release moorings. Clear for takeoff. And it's away! Fly it does! Hooray! Ship complete. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Too low, it flies. Something wrong there is. Tis the witch's shroud, gods damn, why now? Some difference in the density above the crown of the trees can produce turbulent air currents, a rare phenomenon peculiar to the black shroud and the bane of even the most seasoned airship pilot. Keep her steady, ride the wind, don't fight against it. Extend wings to full trim, release primary and tertiary ballast. The ship won't turn. Come now, Colin, is this all you have? Also, is he tall enough to see over there, the front there? Fly, damn you, we built you better than this. Fly! Fly! Fly, Tataramu, fly! Go, go, Lalafell! Did it! Spotted Colin from Nadlin vantage point. Tizzle has indicate altitude of 5,000 yams. Instruments do. And soar like bird it does. Soar like bird. Hooray! Success! Also, that's a big ass fucking saw. Alright, power of friendship. Now I can buy all the wood that I want here. Once I turn in the quest. Oh, still more talking to do. Welcome back, Tataramu. Test flight was a complete success. 'Twas a shaky start, but Joseph Colin and I both returned unharmed, and we reached our target altitude of 5,000 yams. That's higher than any Rosen airship has ever flown. A new aeronautic record, unofficial though it may be. Despite some impressive performance of the Desert Column still cannot achieve that which fills the dreams, to climb above and beyond the clouds and arrive on the legendary shores of Ehcatl. But we'll continue to improve and tweak our prototype, and one day we will catch a glimpse of that floating paradise. There is no record that cannot be broken. By the way, there's something I've been meaning to ask you for the longest time. I know why I am here, but whatever brought you to the Ehcatl 9's camp? Oh, that's a good question. Your original mission was to respond to an Exali threat. I do believe you've gone above and beyond and somewhat quite far to the left of the Call of Duty. I dare say the Twin Higher Officer who enlisted your services is by now rather alarmed by your prolonged absence. Perhaps you should report back to Gridania and put her mind at ease. Yes, I also have to come here for carpentry quests, so it's convenient. When should I do Palace of the Dead? Is that level 60? And I opened it at like level 30 or whatever it was. Alright, where's the dude? Oh yeah, dude has to load in. Oh, there he is. I'm back. What can I do for... Oh, the attack on... at that spire. The captain mentioned that he had sent you out to investigate further, but I'd completely forgotten you were still... that is to say, the Exali appear to have abandoned their plans to assault our towers. Excellent work, adventurer! You must, however, remain alert and at the ready. The thought of those war balloons drifting over the city walls is one of our citizens' greatest fears. A nightmare that we must never allow to become reality. I shall likely have need of your service in days to come, so pray keep your skills honed and your blades sharp. Did you hear the news, by the way? There was some excitement here in Gridania while you were off trampling the underbrush. The son of Hyman Scully's chairman, Tatabutter, suddenly vanished into thin air. Folk were crying foul play. Though no body or blood was in evidence. He's already been found? Well, perhaps now things can return to normal. Alright, all done. Tribal quests are all done. Reputation up, I'm sworn. You can now access a wider selection of wares. That's all, folks. Alright, carpentry things. I think there's also now a new quest because I finished all the beast tribes. Hello, Beaten Off. Level 25. Something appears to be troubling Timbermaster Beaten. Oh, you look well. If you have come in search of work, I fear I have nothing to offer. Though if you have no other pressing responsibilities, you might consider spending some time with the younglings in the Acorn Orchard. The workshop has demanded my full attention of late, and I have been unable to see to them myself. That will be all. Alright. So each set of crafting quests from 25 on takes about half an hour. Hello, Nico, whatever your name is. I'll just call you Nico. Hey, you're one of those adventurers that joined the guild. Oh, what's going on now? Beaten's down in the dumps, no wonder he hasn't visited in ages. I've seen him like this before. I'll bet it's because he can't think of anything new to make. He's no fun when he's like this. I prefer when he's waving his saw around and threatening to tie his useless new apprentices to Figaga's gift and... Wait, I know. You're a pretty good carpenter, right? Then you can make high-quality walnut lumber. You know, he's always saying stuff like, you must know the wood and all that. Well, I bet if we gave him some really good wood, it'd cheer him up in no time. I know it sounds a bit strange, but then he is a bit strange, isn't he? And we have to try something. I miss the mean old Beaten. How to do high quality. Depression. It's nothing a little long, hard, high quality wood can't fix. Am I right? That's right. We'll fix things with my big hard wood. Leave me be. I must focus. This malaise plagues me. I thought myself resolute as an iron lance, and yet, take a look at this awesome walnut lumber. Shiny lumber. Yes, I feel it. I feel it! This high-quality walnut lumber, it is your handiwork, is it not? What happens if you just buy it from the market board? Dense, durable, and expertly finished, there is no doubting your skill. Walnut furniture was once quite popular in Olda, maybe we could revive that tradition. Or better yet, produce a sturdier base for a new vamplate design. The possibilities are endless. Thanks to you, Monica, it seems I am now paralyzed with indecision. How you have grown in so short a time. You remind me of a dear friend, another soul possessed of great passion. Though we walk different paths, we pushed each other to give nothing less than our utmost. He even helped me through those times when inspiration failed me. I see much of him in you, and so I know I can hold you to the same high standard. Return to your work and do not disappoint me. Alright, thanks for some money. And some tools. Tool I won't need. And I'll go straight to the next quest. I'm back! You have questions? Very well, ask. Oh, wait. I talked to him too early. He hadn't loaded into the quest yet. He has a special commission for me. It is good you have come. Your talents are needed for a commission. The client asks for you by name, in fact. You'll see that the adventurer-turned-carpenter has earned herself a reputation. You are to craft a walnut cane of unparalyzed quality. When it is ready, bring it to me. I will not permit you to deliver anything less than perfection. Well, you know what? I have some perfection right here for you. Inspect it before you hand it over. You've done well. The gentle curve of the crook appears natural, as if it was destined to take such shape. Indeed, your skillful appreciation of growth formula has imbued this cane with new life, giving it the appearance of unworked wood. Wands and canes are perhaps the purest expression of the carpenter's creed, in that the finished product is a celebration of the wood's past life. Conjurers are, of course, highly attuned to the natural world, hence it is no small coup to craft a cane that satisfies. But your cane should meet with the client's approval. You may go and deliver it to him at the Adder's Nest. Alright. I'm an errand girl now, too. I'm pretty sure this place is going to have a lot less Lalafell headbutts. Psst. Hey, Gairhard, I'm down here. Yes, I'm waiting for a carpenter from the guild. Why do you ask? Take a look at this. So this is Beaton's famed disciple. Pleases me that I can finally put a face to the name. I am Gairhard. Though I myself have no talent for conjuring, it is plain to see that this cane is exquisitely wrought. And the cane is not for me, it is meant for a conjurer recently assigned to my unit. Her name is Ponette, a talented but stubborn soul who has thus far resisted my every attempt to integrate her into our ranks. I've been here long enough to know that Gudanians can be rather protective of their city, and that this can manifest itself in a deep mistrust of outsiders. However, I cannot simply order her to set aside her prejudice. I need her to trust me of her own volition. It is my hope that by giving her this cane, she will at least accept my leadership. You'll find her in Stillglade Fane. Please give it to her on my behalf. Over to the Conjurer's Guild. Special delivery. Hello. How long does Captain intend to keep me waiting? Does he have any idea how little time a conjurer has to spare? Take a look at this. A gift that Alan Megan kept me waiting this long for some trinket he did not even see fit to deliver himself. Typical. These foreigners truly don't have the first ideas about... Gods, it can't be a walnut cane! And one so finely wrought that I scarce believe it man-made. To conjurers, our canes are the physical representation of our connection with the living world. They provide a focus for us to channel the force of nature and weave spells. To possess a cane made of walnut is a dream most conjurers share, and I am no different. I see the beauty of this cane at the heart of the woman who made it. Then an outsider could craft this flawless cane. Forgive my impropriety, adventurer. I have never paid outsiders any mind, imagining them incapable of comprehending Gridanian tradition. It seems that it was I who failed to comprehend. You have humbled me, adventurer, and opened my eyes. It is clear that you have worked hard to learn our ways, as has Captain Gairhard. I cannot thank you both enough. Though I do not deserve this cane, I swear that I'll do my utmost to earn it. My thanks again, adventurer. Should you meet with the captain before I do, please convey my gratitude. Alright, back and forth. I'm also stomping out racism. Psst, I'm down here again. I knew it would not be easy pleasing her, but I never doubted that Beaton's finest could deliver. I wonder, how is he? Still working too hard, I presume. So it goes. Anyway, duty calls. Thank you again. Please give my regards to the Timber Master. Alright, see you later, dude. We're playing with long, hard wood. This guy is beaten off, and Gair is hard. Welcome back. Was the client satisfied? Interesting, the client was not a conjurer himself. In any case, I'm glad to hear that the intended recipient was satisfied. I must know, who was this client? I only received their messenger, but I cannot fathom why they would not come in person. Gairhard, you're certain? I thought I'm far from getting on campaign. When did he return, and why would he not greet me in person? We have known each other for so many years. Well, I can only assume that his duties have no time for such niceties. I am glad to hear he is home and well. Thank you for attending to his request. I look forward to our next meeting, which will be immediate. Thanks for the money. Seems to be smirking in your general direction. Well, well. You grow more popular with every commission. Take that walnut cane, for example. You remember, don't you? The one who you crafted not long ago. You must have left quite the impression on Gairhard, because he has once again requested your services. This time he'd have you craft an oak longbow. A quality longbow, but I presume you already knew that. Gairhard's squad is considered one of the finest units in the Yellow Serpents. They are off task with dangerous missions which carry them deep into hostile territory. Our soldiers should never want for the best material. I trust you will not disappoint. Oh, I just deliver it to him. Have you the longbow? Yes, take a look at this. High quality. Inspection. And it comes with arrows. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Some carpenters claim that oak is ill-suited for use in longbows and that other woods are far preferable. But I would say you've chosen your material as well. This particular specimen is both hard and elastic, and I see no reason to believe it will take a permanent bend. Of course, we have you to thank for that. The finest materials are nothing without a skilled craftsman to mold them. Indeed, this longbow is a testament to your ever-growing skills. Gairhard will approve. You may take it to him in the Adder's Nest. Hi, Gairhard. Do you have the longbow? Yes, I do. You want to inspect it too? My word! I see my faith in you is not misplaced. I have a young archer under my command who will be thrilled to receive this. It's of critical importance that my squad keeps its weapons and armor in good shape. Our reconnaissance missions often require that we spend weeks in isolation without any form of support. In fact, we leave for our next mission on the morrow. Unfortunately, this means I must once again postpone my visit to the guild. Beaton complains, just give him a piece of quality lumber on my behalf. That should provide ample distraction. He's always been more passionate about his work than anything else. But imagine he's learned that long ago. Until we meet again. Why are you putting it off? Just go... just get married already. Alright, I'm back. Quest complete. Move on to the next one. Gairhard is satisfied then? Good, good. Another mission? I understand we're both officials with responsibilities that cannot be ignored. Even so, it always gives me cause for worry. I do not question his ability as a commander or as an archer, but irrationalize it as I may. Forgive me, I'm cursed with an overactive imagination. It is nothing. Never mind. We shall speak again when I next have a commission for you. Which will be immediately. Level 40. It's staring at you quite intently. Monica, you minx, but no better I'd say Gairhard was smitten with you. He's giving you another commission, this time for an oak composite bow. In case you're unaware, such a bow can only be wielded by a master archer with years upon years of experience in the field. Don't you see? You are to craft a bow for Gairhard himself. You're to give this commission your undivided attention. While simply crafting an oak composite bow is no small feat, I will not permit you to present anything less than perfection. Have I made myself clear? Good. Now, go. I mean, you want to inspect it? Only perfection. If you have it, show me. Take a look. Look at this. Look at this nice hard wood. Even experienced carpenters can find constructing a composite bow to be a daunting task, given the complexity of design and the variety of materials required. But this only product is well worth the price. This union of wood, bone, and sinew possesses the power of a self-bow more than twice its size. This makes it ideal for archers who must travel with minimal supplies and cannot afford to carry heavier equipment. No matter how much I search, I cannot find flaw with your craftsmanship, your materials, your execution. It is all, for want of a better word, perfect. It comforts me to know that Gairhard will wield this formidable weapon. Deliver it to him with my blessings. You gonna meet this time? Grab a drink together? Hang out? Get married? Psst, down here again. This Lalafell. I believe you have a delivery for me. Yes, I do. How do you like this? Now, this is a fine bow worthy of the bowlord himself. The girl will be pleased. Was that being thought this was for me? Oh, no, this is for another one of my archers. I have perfectly serves a bow which has served me for many years. Beaten not to know he made it. Ah, those were days. He the young initiate, I the aspiring serpent. He wasn't always so damn cocksure, you know. Back then he was full of doubts and questions. The maple longbow he made me might not look like much to you, but to me it's the perfect weapon. I intend to use it until the day I die. Maple longbow seems like a long time ago. Not that I intend to die anytime soon, of course. Now then, I believe I have a delivery of my own to make. If you'll excuse me, Monica. Just go visit him and get a better bow. Maple isn't going to last you until like level 50. Hello, welcome back. Gairhard. What? You still use that longbow I made as an initiate? I didn't think he kept it. Between our captain deserves a far finer weapon. I should offer to craft him a new one till the day I die. What nonsense. Surely that longbow is no more than a mangled stick at this point. If we were to break during battle, he would only have himself to blame. But I cannot stand idly by while he... No, I'll give this no more thought. He is an experienced soldier. He would never be so reckless. I did not realize you were still here. You may go. I have nothing else for you today. I mean, you kind of do. He appears to be carrying a heavy burden. Not now, I have too much on my mind. I did not intend for things to become so heated, yet Gairhard refuses to listen to reason, and I... Never mind, leave me to my work. If you still desire company, perhaps young... Nico will serve. Nico, help me, Guildmaster's depressed again. I remember you, Monica, right? Let me guess, being told you to go away again. He's been like that since Gairhard left. He had some commission for the guild, but Beaton wouldn't accept it because of an old bow or something. They were shouting and Beaton threw him out. They were both acting like younglings. I don't know if it'll help, but maybe you should talk with Gairhard about what happened. I think he went back to the Adder's Nest. Leave old Beaton to me, I'll talk some sense into him. I mean, if he's saying you shouldn't use the maple bow anymore, I kind of agree. Isn't that beyond your level? Like, it's a little too low level? You're beyond its level? So you heard about what happened in the guild. It is unfortunate that children bore witness to our dispute. It's even more fortunate that I must ask you to become involved. My quest was intended for the Timber Master himself, but since he has refused me, I have no choice. I need a cobalt halberd, a jade crook, and a yew longbow, your best quality and as fast as possible. The equipment is required for a mission of grave importance, which is why I first approached the Timber Master, but you are also a proven artist in Monica, so I think I can safely entrust it to you. Unless I'm asking that you present the finished items to Beaton for inspection. If he judges them acceptable, then I will gladly accept. I mean, making me going back and forth for inspections. I feel necessary to apologize for my earlier behavior, Monica. I was unbecoming of a Timber Master. Ah, so you agreed to fill Gairhard's order. Very well, let me see what you have wrought. Alright, take a look at all this. How's it look? It's all perfect, right? You chose your bow staves wisely. I see no imperfection in the yew which would interfere with performance. The rose reinforcements appear solid, and the sinew bowstring is of excellent quality. I have no objections to this bow. And I believe it's the first time I have judged a halberd of your creation. Fascinating weapons, halberds. Did you know they were a Hell's Guard invention? The riders first used them to repel mounted units. A skilled wielder would easily pull a rider from its saddle. As for this particular halberd, I have no criticism. In fact, given the quality of the axe blade, I can't help but wonder if you've been studying blacksmithing. I mean, I have. Though, even if you were pursuing other disciples, this crook proves that you have not neglected your carpentry. Luxurious reddish browns of the mahogany, the entrancing greens of the jadeite. It is a true expression of Gridanian philosophy, a triumph of craftsmanship made only with the necessary materials. Bravo! I was wrong to deny Gairhard, but thanks to you, his squad will not suffer for my stubbornness. I only pray that he reconsiders my offer. Yes, you may proceed with the delivery. I mean, just get a new bow already and just get married already, jeez. Gairhard at work. Being has no objections? Excellent, then if you would hand me the weapons, you can take a look at these beautiful things too. When you first met, the quality of your work was already impressive. I must say that looking at your most recent products, it's clear even to me that you have grown tremendously, both professionally and personally. Or maybe it's more obvious when contrasted with Beaton's. I know that is hypocritical of me to say I am as much to blame for our squabble as he. I swear when we fought, it was as though nothing had ever changed. In any case, I thank you for your hard work. The next mission may be our most dangerous yet, and it gives me great comfort to know my squad is equipped with the finest weapons. Maybe sometime before I see you and Beaton again, please give him my regards. Please don't die in your mission because you have bad equipment. Alright, mission complete. Was he pleased? Oh, once again he fails to deliver his farewells in person. Yes, soldier must serve and a carpenter must craft. These are the lives we have chosen. I tried to reason with him. I offered to replace his longbow, but he refuses to face reality. That bow will not last another moon if even that. My firm protestations found deaf ears. I allowed my temper to overwhelm me, and I said many things I now regret. When he returns to Gridania, he should have much to discuss. I pray that day comes soon. It may not come soon. His bow's gonna fail, isn't it? He is in great distress. It's horrible, it's so horrible. An officer from the Adder's Nest came to speak with me. In the North Shroud near Ehcatl territory, they found Gairhard's longbow. I saw the fragment myself. It was the selfsame maple longbow I made all those years ago, which means Gairhard, I wish to be alone right now. Go, be with your loved ones or play with younglings in the acorn orchard. Alright, go talk to Nico again. See, we knew it was gonna happen. Gairhard has a hard head. Nico, help! It's good you weren't here earlier when Beaton heard the news. He went on a rampage to the workshop, howling like an animal, breaking anything within reach with his bare hands. I don't think you can help him this time, but if you want to try, you could give him some really, really good wood, like, say, the best length of rosewood lumber you can make. Maybe that would work? Would you like to stare at my high-quality wood? My return, I told you, I wish to be alone. Like, even this won't be enough? Take a look at this wood. This goes on length of rosewood, truly the culmination of decades of growth and maturation. I don't even mean well, Monaco has no use. My thoughts remain with Gairhard. Like a young sapling, he matured into a magnificent tree only to be cut down before his... When we saying Gairhard was no sapling, he was one of our finest, and the scouts found signs of a skirmish, but no bodies. Do you not see? He must still be alive. He and his squad are out there somewhere, isolated and likely low on supplies. I know for a fact that he only carries one bow, so if that weapon has been broken, Monaco has been broken. Matron forfend, he could be defenseless. He must needs be sent a new one straight away, but I fear I am in no condition to craft it. My earlier foolish tantrum, I injured my hand and have not the strength to grip a saw. You must be the one to craft Gairhard's bow. I beg of you, make him a peerless crab bow and affix it to it a savage aim material of the 3rd grade. Once finished, seek out Gairhard and his men in the North Shroud. The fragments of his old longbow were found not far from Alder Springs. If the matron is merciful, you will find him not far from there. Please, you are my one and only hope. Do you need to inspect it? Need to see how good it is? Nope, just delivery. Rescue crafter on a flying bike. You okay, dude? What are you doing here? Take cover, you fool. There are Ehcatl about. Here, using this new bow. I mean, let's be fair. I could probably go on Skull and just take out the Ehcatl myself. Oh no! Murder! Murder! Damn it, this is no place for a carpenter. A bow? Did Bean send you all this way just to deliver a bow? Yes, use it. That he, God bless that stubborn fool. I should have listened when he said my maple longbow was at its limit. My thanks. If it weren't for you, I don't know what I would have done. Alright, go kill some Ehcatl. Now keep your head down. I have a chieftain to slay. Nigga! Oh, that almost sounded racist. Oh, get fucked! Run away! success, but some of you guys were murdered. Alright, did it. Now to go back. Alright, I'm back. Mission complete. Now you guys gonna go for a drink already? I could kiss you, Monica. He lives. Gairhard lives. I owe you a debt that can never be paid. 1,000 times over, I thank you. He must have a ceiling, but yet now you are heaven's pillar. There is not else I have to teach you. In fact, you have inspired me to reflect on my own deficiencies. Minor though they may be, I would be remiss if I neglected personal development. Though you're no longer under my tutelage, I trust you will continue to hone your craft as well. Best of luck to you. Alright, all finished. Quest complete. AR quest done. This concludes the carpenter quests. Go do some story quests already. Anyways, leatherworking. I think the company just sitting outside here. Pick up quest items. Alright, over to this picky dude. Who doesn't give a fuck about anything that you make. Kimmel's appears to be upset. Though it would probably be wiser not to. Perhaps you should see what is troubling her. Oh, he'll pay, I swear by Lucio's beard. I'll tear the skin from his... Oh, Monica, it's good to see you here. Listen to this. An Elden merchant has said about blackening the guild's good name. He claims that some total leather we sold him is, and I quote, of inferior quality. You heard me, inferior. The gall of the man. I swear to you, I would be the very soul of contrition if his allegations are proven true. But they just seem so utterly unthinkable. My claims the leather was unevenly tanned and still reeking of toad slime. It's clear that whoever made that leather didn't know the first thing about working with toad skin, which means that there's no way in the seven hells that it came from us. Believe me when I tell you, Monica, I'll be deep in the cold hard ground for I pin such shoddy work to bear our name. The very thought of some two-gill hide mangler claiming to represent this guild makes me want to gah. Ultimately, it doesn't matter that this is our handwork. If our customers begin to suspect that our standards are slipping and that we are not showing our materials a proper respect, our good name will be lost and our many years of hard work will have been for naught. We cannot let that happen, though I'm certain we have done no wrong. We need to make this right. Who says with a display of authentic craftsmanship? Prepare a circle of high-quality total leather and bring it to me for inspection. Understood? Yes, here's how you make high-quality stuff. Now you may inspect it. Take a look at this wonderful leather. That's a big fucking leather. This will do nicely, Monica. You clearly understand the unique properties of toad skin and how best to harness them. This leather is sturdy, flexible, and completely free of unpleasant odors. There's but one thing left to do. I want you to take this toad leather, march down to the Carline canopy, and shove it in this Amar's face. Show the imprint of fool what real Fengyl quality looks like. Man, making me run far for deliveries. Is this where this douchebag is staying? How dare you say our quality isn't good? Where's this motherfucker at? There they are. Completely and utterly unacceptable. Shame on them and their vainglorious claims. How could anyone call this rubbish toad leather? I mean, have you seen this? About time one of you shut up. What is this? More toad leather? I demand a full refund, not more of your... Wait, is this... By the 12, I've never seen such exquisite toad leather. This would make an excellent belt or bag. I understand that you are a producer of their goods and you bring this to me by special order of the legendary Gairhard herself? What in the world is the meaning of this? Uh-oh, shenanigans? I'm most terribly sorry, good lady. When the merchant told me it was Gridanian leather, I naturally assumed that this Angerbaltha was somehow affiliated with Fengyl. I should have known it was too good to be true. A fraction of the time, a fraction of the price, he said. Well, I certainly got what I paid for. I mean, I've never even heard of Angerbaltha before, but everyone knows that Gridania is famous for. No more excuse. It is my responsibility as a merchant to evaluate the supplier and my own damn fault that I purchased an inferior product. Reputation is everything in the world, and I fear I've unjustly besmirched your guilds. And yet, despite all that, the great give us all fit to gift me with this exquisite leather. Well, I too have a reputation to uphold. This gesture cannot go unwarranted. Alright, new business partner. And back to the Leatherworkers Guild. Hello, excellent work. That bastard Ehcatl felt so appallingly guilty he rushed over here to beg my forgiveness in person. I've witnessed some groveling in my time, but his was truly masterful display. Bowing, starting, sniveling, it had it all. Oh, I wish you could have seen it. A proud Alden merchant, humbled by a circle of toad leather. You improved more than I thought. Now what to do is find out who's making this Angerbaltha dross. Our contrite friend said that he had been told that it was a New Gridanian brand, but no one here has heard of it. New Gridanian brand. It's obvious that they mean to capitalize on our good name. I'd like to meet the man who made that toad leather. Actually, my God, should you happen across him in your travels, I'd consider it a personal favor if you would flay the skin from his back and make me a pair of soles, so I can grind him into the dirt every single day. Alright. Next quest. Special request for an experienced leatherworker. There you are, just the leatherworker I was looking for. Well, one of several I would consider asking, but that's beside the point. Anyways, I have a task for you. Mere moments ago, we received an older gentleman who demanded that we give his commission priority. Needless to say, I refused him without hesitation and had him thrown out. In respect, however, I believe his forwardness may have owed more to desperation than mere impatience. Could you perhaps speak with this client on my behalf? I'm told he is last seen heading east in the direction of the market stalls. Of course, he may have gone further than that, but being an energetic adventurer, I'm sure you'll find him eventually. I went all the way north. Why go through the markets when you can just teleport? Hello, Camelaine. What do you need help with? Your leatherworker, thank you for coming to see me. I know that my behavior at the guild is inexcusable. For me to start from the beginning. I heard tell of a new brand of leather goods that was cheaper than but just as well made. Not being a wealthy man, I saw no reason to spend the extra gil and purchase some of his Ehcatl branded leather armor for my boy, only to be disappointed. To an untrained eye may seem fit for purpose, but I served as a wood whaler for many years and could tell at a glance that it was no match for Ehcatl weapons. I either made it fast and cheap as advertised, but had I known the quality would be so bloody awful, I would have found the extra gil and gone to fenial fineries in the first place. I know what asked unreadable, my boy is about to enlist in the whalers, and I wanted to give him something that would last a lifetime, something that his son could wear when the time came. I swear that Ehcatl stuff wouldn't keep him alive long enough to even have a son. Please, would you make me a toadskin jacket? That also makes you run around a lot. I see. A gift from father and son to be passed down through the ages. Only a well-crafted item could be expected to carry generations of memories and tradition. Toadskin jacket, was it? Well, after hearing such a tale, who could possibly refuse? Why are you looking at me like that? It was a rhetorical question, Monica. I'm not a monster. You heard his words, so you know that what's at stake better than anyone. I bid you make a toadskin jacket of the highest possible quality and present it to me for inspection. Sure. Remember what's at stake. We need a quality toadskin jacket that can withstand generations of wear and tear. How does this look? Are you going to praise my work? You're not as strict as Gigi? I dare say this is your best work yet. The smallers and breast are made from the finest toadskin, and the goatskin backing alone would provide solid protection. It strikes a perfect balance between mobility and protection, and I can find no fault with it. Aye, it's a fitting gift for a young whaler-to-be. I expect that Chameleon will agree. Take it to him. Alright, going back up north. I'm back. Wow, I'd have to think about the gil. Everyone knows finial goods are the best, and the best is no less than my son deserves. To think of him clad in that Ehcatl crap when he becomes a whaler. Here you go. How do you like this? Praise the matron of Toadskin Jacket. I could not have hoped for such kindness. And this craftsmanship is beyond compare. I do not believe I've ever seen finer leather equipment in all my years. My son will be thrilled to receive it. A craftsman that had never known battle could not possibly have made a jacket like this. Tell me, miss, are you... Of course, even Gairhard has seen fit to welcome capable adventurers like yourself into her guild. I hope you'll continue to share your gift with the people of Gridania and give others the opportunity to savor your work. Alright, are we gonna have competing shenanigans with this other so-called, air quotes, name brand? Fucking garbage brand. I take you from your grin that Chameleon was satisfied? Glad to hear it. Gods, I'm getting fed up with that anger Botha nonsense. First that Alden merchant and now this. Honestly, I know what idiotic plan they have in mind, but it's only a matter of time before word spreads. Quickly, cheaply produced goods may entice covenants, but quality goods keep them. I wonder if they even consider participating in the exhibition. On the one hand, there is no better way to publicize your brand, while on the other, they must surely know that they are in no position to compete with real leatherworkers. But I do hope they try. I would love nothing more than to see those Ehcatl frauds get their comeuppance. To look on as artisans and merchants from every corner of Erosa cast judgment on their works and proclaim them a disgrace. Alright, anger. Tales of the Hand. What's this? Complete all the Disciple of Hands level 30. Alright, task you believe is appropriate for a leatherwork of your burgeoning abilities. Sluggers and slouches, a lot of them. Don't tell me you haven't noticed as well. Uneven seams, slipshod stamping. The work produced by the guild's rank and file in recent days simply isn't up to snuff. Whether it be the impending exhibition or this whole Ehcatl business that is distracting our craftsmen, I do not know. What I do know is that if they don't get their act together, and soon, we're at risk of actually losing business to those charlatans. I'm not standing by idly by as a lack of discipline undoes the reputation that our guild has worked so long to achieve. Someone needs to remind those slouches why they became leatherworkers in the first place, and I've decided that person will be you. Yes, you. Surprised, are you? Huh. I may question your skills, but not your dedication to our craft. Bring the finest pair of boarskin ringbands you can craft and show me that my trust hasn't been misplaced. It would be only the highest of exaggeration to say that the future of this guild, not to mention your future, hangs in the balance. Now get to it and show your good-for-nothing guildmates how it's done. Sure. Let's show them how it's done. Have you crafted me the finest boarskin ringbands this guild has ever seen? No pressure, of course. I have. Take a look at them. Praise me more. Is that a smudge? One could hardly call this perfect. Fortunately, it's not perfection I saw of you, but pure single-minded devotion to the craft. And from the moment I took this ringband in hand, I knew that you had not let me down. Clearly, you possess a keen understanding of the ideal ringband. The boarskin, light, sturdy, and resistant to friction, is reinforced by steel links to afford protection without weighing down the wearer. Clumsily crafted ringbands have been known to distract those that would wield magic. Yours, however, are so well balanced that one might forget that she was wearing anything at all. This is a true accomplishment of leatherworking and will serve as a clarion wake-up call to any loafer content with churning out substandard work. I'll be honest with you, Monica, when you first came stumbling through our doors, I reckoned I'd have an easier time making you into a saddle than a respectable leatherworker. How pleased I am to be proven wrong. You have risen to the challenge and become a model to the entire guild. Which reminds me, I've spoken to you of the Gridani exhibition. Yes, the day of opening draws near, and I must devote myself fully to producing our new line of leather fashions. As this will afford me little time to devote to everyday affairs, I require someone to handle the more demanding commissions until the exhibition has come and gone. I've decided that you are the woman for the job. That's right, your next task will be to serve as my personal assistant. Don't even think about neglecting your training, is that clear? Alright, we're gonna go right into it, aren't we? It's like, I now have to craft all your commissions. Straight into the next mission. You have commissions? Come on, hurry up. Load. Load. There we go. A recent order has Guildmaster flustered. Wait, she gets flustered? Mark would take me of all times for this order to come in. Here, have a look. In order for a pair of boarskin smithy's gloves made by the Guildmaster herself using her famous Geva patterns to be delivered post-haste no less, I'd bet a month's earning that this oaf couldn't tell my handiwork from a goobo's arse, but does that stop him from filing such a tactless order when I'm up to my very ears in work for the exhibition? Apparently not. Post-haste, I'd deliver a slap upside the head post-haste if it wouldn't have negative repercussions for guild business. Fortunately, my new assistant has arrived. Why, you, of course, Monica. I did mention that I'd be delegating work to you while I focus on the exhibition, did I not? What about the customer's conditions? Say, bah! He'll get a pair of gloves made by the famous Monica herself, and he'll like them just fine. Confidence. Alright, well, then we're done. Well, have you brought the work of the famous... I'm famous, hooray! Inspect them and be happy. A smithy gloves must be sturdy enough to protect his hands from the fires of the forge. At the same time, there must be pliant enough so as not to hinder the precise movements needed to work fine steel. Crafted from boarskin, lightweight, tough, and resistant to friction, this pair of smithy gloves represents the best of both worlds. The simple design allows the 5 fingers to move with full range of motion, the ideal handwear for any capable smith. Your work has admirably captured each of these essential points. I am happy to sign off on it. You may deliver it to Fenny Fineries without delay. Look, the gear parents, don't worry yourself about such foolishness. Have I not told you that he will know no better? At any rate, off with you. Even a fool of a client is a valued customer. Like, at this point, I can probably duplicate your pattern. Suited blacksmith. I'm here with your delivery. My very first pair of custom-made smithy gloves, made by the famous Guildmaster Gairhard to boot, are set to arrive in the Leatherworkers Guild any moment now. I can hardly wait to try them on. Take a look. A delivery from you, say, oh, do hand it over, and quickly if you would. Now, what have we? Hoglets to hornets and bargots, my uncle! This isn't the finest, most comfortable pair of clothes I've ever laid hands on. And to think that they are the... what's that you say? Sure. These gloves are not the work of Geva? Why, I couldn't give 2 shits about that. Ha 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 ha. I don't know a damn thing about you leatherworkers and your patterns. Fellow Smith assured me that Geva's gloves were of peerless quality, and that was enough for me. I placed my order that same day, sight unseen. And I'm glad I did, for you have brought me the most comfortable pair of smithy gloves I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. You and the Guildmaster have my utmost gratitude. Do not deceive customers. It's all based on trust. Delivery made, and I told the truth. Unsatisfied customer, yes, I told you that you worried for not. I suppose you're still curious about those Geva patterns, aren't you? Allow me to explain. Some years ago, Grenadians took quite a fancy to a toadskin bag in my design, so popular with the bag that they quickly sold out, driving prices up to a premium. What is supposed to happen next? Greedy artisans sought to cash in on my success. Toads were hunted, nigh extinction, and a host of imitation bags flooded the market. I was devastated as a proud leatherworker and lover of nature both, but what could I do? For weeks, months, I struggled, yet felt powerless against the forces of greed. That's what struck me. Even if I could not stop others from copying my creations, I could at least ensure that their work was not needlessly destructive. I swore a vow that the next line of Geva toadskin bags would be made from an eye towards economy, and that the patterns used to craft these wares would enable inexperienced leatherworkers to reproduce my designs with minimal waste. Do you see now, Monica? Artists worthy of the Finno name do not need to rely on Geva patterns. They already respect the natural world to which we owe our livelihood. This is something that cannot be taught, yet it has clearly awakened within you, which is why I did not hesitate to trust you with this task, and why you can expect many more to come. Like, there's gonna be 2 more to come. It's not a 2 more. Geva's running around the guild like a half-crazed chocobo, and looks like she could use a helping hand. Well, if it isn't my assistant, now you have the look of a leatherworker who could do the work of 3 women. You thank the 12 for that because 3 of your good-for-nothing colleagues just walked right out the door, leaving 3 commissions of the highest priority unfilled. A pair of raptor skin fingers gloves, a raptor skin target, and a raptor skin choker. I need them, and I need them on the double. The promised dates delivery yesterday, last week, and 4 fortnights ago, in that order. To make amends for delays, I personally assured each of our clients that their items will be of peerless quality. I trust you will not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. I mean, it's time for you to inspect them. Time is of the essence. Take a look at these. But take a look at this stuff. Yes, I suppose these will do. The skin of the fleet-footed raptor boasts both superior flexibility and exceptional ruggedness. The rub, of course, being that it is by no means easy to work with. Fingerless gloves are the choice of many a warrior for allowing the fingers to better grip their weapon. Thus, the weapon and wielder become one. A well-crafted choker for superior protection without impairing breathing or causing undue discomfort. And this, at first glance, a means of defense. In times of need, it can be employed to intimidate or even injure one's foe. I presume you're well aware of all this. The quality of your work speaks to a sound understanding of material and implementation alike. There's no reason that these items be kept from their purchases any longer. Deliver them with all speed. The gloves to Pimo Nelha and Nofiko's altar, the target to look at the Carline canopy, and the choker to a new client by the name of Nago Jawantal. You'll find her at the shaded bower. With that, I can finally turn to my work for the exhibition. I swear the next person who dares enter from me will see their hide made into centerpiece of my display. Alright, delivery time. Hello. Hold it right there, you loving leatherworker. You will not take another step until you explain why your guild has yet to deliver the choker I commissioned moons ago. And it best not be another overworn excuse, lest I take my business straight to Ehcatl and tell all my friends to do the same. I mean... Look at this. Well, it's choker. I've never seen such... choker's choker. My battle-scarred papa could fashion the likes of this with his one remaining arm tied firmly behind his back. He basically likely clients in favor of designing frivolous fashions for some ridiculous exhibition, then expect pay for shoddy work delivered behind schedule. The arrogance of you self-styled artists know no bounds. I hear that even your guild's own have had enough of Guildmaster give on her nonsense. Mark my words, the Leatherworkers Guild is finished. Customers these days want speed and value for the guild, and your lot offers neither. You know what? Fuck you! Alright, I hope you're a conjurer and that you're a lot more polite. Hello? What? Wait, you want to give us subordinates? Yes? Have you perchance come to deliver my gloves? Yes. Well, craftsmanship-wise, since these gloves were tailored to fit each of my fingers, that's precisely why I would never think to obtain my protectors from anywhere other than the Leatherworkers Guild. Forgive to maintain this level of quality with the exhibition at hand is no small feat. Oh, you know what? I like you. Thanks for that. Somebody appreciative of my work. Alright, people loading. There we go. Hey, look. You look a leatherworker, might you know why my commission has been delayed? I've been waiting for my target for a week now. Oh. Look at this. This is exceptional. No apologies needed, my friend. For a target this quality, I'd have gladly waited twice as long. Which is why these rumors of mass resignations are so distressing. What could have put such good, honest leatherworkers to abandon their craft? Well, maybe we'll find out at the end of this quest in the next one. The guild is falling. The guild is falling. Nago said, what? Speed and value? That muttonhead Makoti wouldn't know a well-crafted choker if I used one to wring her scrawny neck. That said, even I must admit there's some truth to her words. No silver-spun guild would seek fame and fortune at the exhibition while valued customers suffered undue delays for goods purchased with honest coin. I should not come to this, but my decision is made. The Leatherworkers Guild shall withdraw from this year's exhibition. There are customers out there who appreciate the quality our guild offers, and we must see that they are well served. There will be other exhibitions, but trust once lost is not so easily regained. In any event, you have proven yourself a loyal leatherworker today. I thank you. Why don't you have me craft some stuff for this level 50 quest, right? It appears to be very, very happy to see you. Oh, for the love of Monica, you picked a fine time to show up, and for once, I'm not being sarcastic. I'm in quite the predicament here, and you just might be able to help. A sort of predicament, yes? Only the sort in which I have several hundred deliveries to make before the next bell, despite having just two legs you see. Withdrawing from the exhibition has freed me to devote my efforts to filling guild commissions. This is all well and good. The problem is that I now have more clients than ever, none of whom take kindly to being kept waiting. For every moment we waste chatting, we risk losing a valued customer. Make yourself useful and take this choker to a client waiting at the Whistling Miller. On the double! Alright, the place where you can buy wheat. Nice to meet you! It's good to learn where you can buy certain things from vendors. You can save money, like... You can buy stuff like rock salt from a vendor. You can buy wheat. You can buy rye. You gonna tell the truth or tell a rye? Hello, Dawid. Did your parents forget how to spell David? From the guild, yes. Have you come to deliver my choker? Take a look. True guild qualities ever. Yes, all the time and effort put into this piece is painfully evident in the overwrought nature of its design. We only just met, but you strike me as a smart young woman, hence my offer. What say you bid farewell to your fruitless life as Gabriel's lapdog and come work for me? Who am I, you ask? Why, none other than the founder and proprietor of Angerbotha Apparel and Accoutrements, Gridania's premier producer of leather goods. As a clever woman like you has Della surmised, many of your more ambitious colleagues have already abandoned the Leatherworkers Guild to bring their prodigious challenge to Angerbotha. And why wouldn't they? Who wants to waste precious hours learning how to stitch the perfect seam when a serviceable one will suffice? Not I, that's for certain. Angerbotha products are just as durable as Gabriel's overrated rubbish, crafted in half the time for a fraction of the cost. Should you have any doubts, I invite you to come by the exhibition and judge for yourself. Ooh, you're gonna get fucked up? Such a shame that the Leatherworkers Guild will be absent from the competition. I was so looking forward to defeating dear Gabriel this year. Ah well, for all her faults, clearly the woman had sense enough to see that that she was fighting a lost cause. Ta-ta, friend, and remember my offer. No, fuck you. Screw you, misspelled David. I have a lot of elegant silver pieces. Gabriel, I met a dickhead. Let's go beat him up. You're back, and not a moment too soon. I've just heard a most distressing rumor. Word of my town is that renowned leatherworkers from across the realm are withdrawing from the exhibition at an alarming rate. Should this continue, Angerbotha will have a clear course to win top honors. Curses pains me enough that I cannot represent our guild in the contest, but the thought of that those talentless hacks could claim the prize that is rightfully ours, was that Dawid of Angerbotha was inclined to commission that choker? If I had known, I'd have delivered in person and taken the payment out of his lousy hide. Oh yes, the two of us go back quite a ways. He was an adventurer and aspiring leatherworker, not unlike yourself. We had a bit of a falling out, though. I remember like it was yesterday. He strolled through that door wearing a shite-eating grin and holding a jerkin that looked like he had come out of the wrong end of an old goat. Told as much, and the next moment he ran out the door bawling like a child. That was the last I saw of him. His sorry efforts weren't worth the hide that they were made of. Now he fancies himself a fashion magnet. Small wonder that Angerbotha attire looks like something even a goblin would be ashamed to wear. The sad state of affairs is that not all customers are so discerning. What's worse, if Angerbotha takes top honors in the exhibition, then their wasteful practices will be vindicated. Slipshod craftsmanship butchery will become the norm. I will not allow this to happen. Listen carefully, for I mean to give you the most challenging task yet, if not ever. You represent the Leatherworkers Guild at the exhibition and put that charlatan in his place. An opera-skin jerkin of purest quality melted with the gatherer's grass material of the 3rd grade. This will be your submission. No simple task, but as one who's taken her lumps and paid her dues, I believe you that you have it in you. The exhibition is to be held at Miketo's Amphitheater. Estain has been charged with accepting submissions. Once your work's complete, deliver it to her with all speed. You're not going to inspect it? You believe in my work? Who you about to get fucked up? What's that you say? You want to commission somebody for the exhibition? Then pray hand it over without delay. The judging is about to commence. Exquisite. Alright. Time for misspelled David to get fucked up. Like, consider yourself fortunate had you come a bell later. The contest would have already been over. I must say I'm relieved. There are far fewer entrants in this year's exhibition compared to last one's, and when I heard the Leatherworkers Guild will not be participating, then you'll be happy to hear that our plans have changed. Guildmaster Gibba, do tell me that you've decided to compete after all. Our guild will be represented, yes, but by Monica here. What an unexpected turn of events, but I must hurry, the exhibition is about to begin. Alright, misspelled David. Get your comeuppance. They all look the same, but you need an eye for detail. Inspection, and now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for. The judging for best leather apparel will now commence. Happy music. It would seem that unprecedented number of last-minute withdrawals have left us with precious few candidates worthy of top honors. Nevertheless, we will proceed as planned. Botanist Guildmaster? And Carpentry Guildmaster? Everyone's hanging out here. Next one is this lovely raptor-skin jerkin painstakingly crafted by an artisan of Angerbotha Apparel and accoutrements judges, if you would. Inspection. What's up, you Wayne's World? The cut is rugged yet serviceable. It seemed that numerous skins were layered to afford max protection. Function over form. A lancer cannot help but applaud such craftsmanship. Beaten off, the tanning work is clumsy, but the sturdiness of the piece cannot be denied. In times of war, speed and practicality are virtues. I would say that it is worthy of consideration. As wasteful as ever, I see. How many raptors did you butcher to create that misshapen mess? Ah, give a fancy meeting you here. Stand back and watch as that misshapen mess is named Best in Show. Our next and final piece is the last minute entry from the Leatherworkers Guild. Huh? Sparkly! You look pale. What's the matter? I take it you weren't expecting actual competition? Why, this is positively stunning. One can almost feel the raptor's very life force exuding from this jerkin. Hi Fufucha, not a single seam out of place, not a single cut of the hide wasted. This piece was clearly crafted with a profound respect for the beast whose life was taken to create it. It offers superior protection to the Angerbartha piece while at the same time allowing for greater freedom of movement. This jerkin would be a proud addition to any archer's armory chest. In my line of work, I've seen many adventurers come and go. Rare is the one who possesses the aptitude and diligence demonstrated by the creator of this piece. Thanks, Mom! Ladies and gentlemen, it would appear that we have a consensus. By unanimous vote, the award for Best Leather Apparel goes to Monica of the Leatherworkers Guild for her exquisite raptor skin jerkin. Hooray! Dagnabbit. Alright. Dawid of Angerbartha Apparel, I presume? Did he do shenanigans? We're investigating numerous accusations of harassment, extortion, counterfeiting, and poaching. You'd be so kind as to come with us so that we might discuss these allegations in private. Oh yeah, you getting fucked up! That's right, bitch, off you go. Alright, bye other guild masters. Praise me. You see my work here is done. Let us return to the guild. No more sarcasm from you. Alright, I'm back, Guildmaster. Praise me more. More cutscenes. I must confess, until I saw you jerking with my own eyes, I was not entirely convinced you had it in you. But you did. From this day forth, I am proud to call you not apprentice, but peer. As for me, I can finally turn to my own work free of headaches and distractions. Though as luck would have it, we are a veritable legion of erstwhile Angerbartha defectors knocking at our door, looking to rejoin our ranks. They think their false tears and trite words of remorse will earn them my pity? Ha! I'll send them straight on their way and lop a square off their hindquarters for good measure. Or so I once might have done, but who among us has not erred? Even I have been known to make mistakes, albeit rarely. And so I'll give these turncloaks a second chance, but mark my words, any who so much thinks of crossing me again can look forward to a new life as a subligar. The life of a guildmaster is fraught with frustration, yet I would gladly deal with 1,000 hapless apprentices for even the slimmest hope of seeing one flourish as you have. With your triumphs at the exhibition, your goods are sure to be in demand across the Eorzea, but you must never forget how you achieved your success. Unflagging dedication to your craft, and a deep respect for the lives you must take to perform it. Remember always the values of Fenul, and I have no doubt that you will do us proud wherever you go. Alright, all done. Alright, achievement for every 50 quests done. It's all done. AR is all done. No, but I got a level. My inventory is a mess. I wonder what there's still to do. Fishing. This is the very last class quest. I think that's all done for the level for the ARR stuff. Once I finish Fisher. Hello, sissy. These will have you learn a new technique. You're familiar with the Culinarians Guild, aren't you? If you couldn't tell by its specialist name, their members are a finicky bunch, particularly the fussy Master Lingsath. So when he comes asking for shadow catfish, know the fish will do, even if I kindly explain that fishing one out involves an arduous journey to fog or float, followed by grueling labor. Naturally, I thought of you for the task. This will likely require a bit of fish wheeling. You know what I mean, though? I imagine you do not. I just invented that word. It means recasting a fish you just caught as bait for yet a larger fish. Mooching. In my wisdom, I have deemed you that your fishing prowess, land-faring acumen, and physical presence directly in front of me qualify you as the ideal candidate for the job. I have no doubts he'll be more than amply capable of fish wheeling on any new any new terms I see fit to conjure up for that matter. Simply use crayfish balls to catch a striped goby, then recast that to catch the shadow catfish. Take it from the inventor of fish wheeling. Since the striped goby will become your lure, you'll want to catch the biggest, shiniest one you can find. A long journey lies ahead of you, and I fear the guild will not be the same in your absence. However, I choose to think of it not as losing a friend, but gaining a shadow catfish. Good luck! Alright, here's how you do mooching. I don't have to go to the Culinarian's Guild, I just turned it in right away. Alright. You'll find the catfish you seek at Fallgord Float. Well, guess what? I got it on my main, so I already have it. It was easy to catch. Because when you're wearing best in slot fishing gear, none of the stuff is hard to catch except for big fish. Link's ought to crack a smile when he glimpses this beauty. They say never to look a gift fish in the mouth, but one can't help but stare at that gaping grimace. It looks like it could swallow a person whole. I'm sure the fish of Gridania are none too displeased to see this one leave the water. I heard that Yarzons covered the fish too, sometimes migrating north and attacking fishermen in hopes of stealing the catch. Suppose I should have warned you about that ahead of time. So I don't see what all the fuss is about. For all the lengths one need travel and dangers one need brave, the fish tastes a little better than mud. Psst, pardon me, but perhaps I might persuade you to prepare them in a proper bath. The water washes off the waste you can wipe away, but the invisible vapors only vanish with vinegar. You must mind the mud you can't see. Hello! Speaking of the mud you can't see, where did you come out of all of a sudden? A good guildmaster gusts in and goes out of a gale. Now you see me? Now you don't. It's fucking John Cena. Actually, I think we both still see you standing right there. But this is neither here nor there. Monica, there are a few fishermen who could haul in the catch you did today. Frankly, I've started to wonder how we ever got along without you. Yeah, he approves. Alright, on the quest to become a master baiter. They missed the chance to actually make that a title in this game. Suzuki would have you attend to another incomprehensible customer. The catfish you wish for Ling's Sath has raised quite a stir. He was so pleased with the quality and quickness of delivery that he's been raving about you to anyone in earshot. And now the word swirling around Limsa of a fabled fisherwoman has reached the ears of your fellow guildmates. Though most of them have no idea who you are, it doesn't stop the lazy sunbathers from fabricating folk stories about you. Meanwhile, Chichurune's done his part to add to your fame, singing your praises well beyond the walls of the guild. So well beyond the walls, in fact, that goblins have come to enlist your help. Toktix is a friend of Chuchurune's, and so we're somewhat obligated to hear him out, though I don't expect him to be much more intelligible. Loath though I am to admit it, will most likely need Wawalago again. Hi, Toktix. Psst, Shkall. Chuchuron told many glory tales of mighty Fishbringer to Toktix. Toktix is friend, Chuchuron is friend. Fishbringer is friendly friend, yes? Moon was shining on easter seas of Lenosia when most lovely fish appeared. Toktix wonder if friendly friend Fishbringer can bring back lovely fish from Moonsea? So you have to find out what they're talking about. Hi, Wawalago. So Goblin gets a glimpse of some gills and I'm to guess the game? Naturally I know what you need to net. I'm only surprised you saw fit to solicit my support. The moment you mentioned the moon on the eastern seas of Lenosia, I figured out the frisky fish you were fixing to catch. Full moon sardines! Schools of striplings migrate under moonlight through the Strait of Merlthor to return to their mothers or meet their makers. Tastiest time to take them too. Pluck them plumb in their prime. From dusk to dawn, droves dip and dive down Bloodshore. Spitting spoonworms in the water will snag you some sardines and sate your sponsor. But I have them already. I have 10 of them. Alright, I'm back ready, Toktix. A 10 fish of moonful is for Toktix? Yes. Here you go. Oh, appreciative. So appreciative needs a cutscene. Yes, Fishbringer has brought lovely fish from Moonsea. First I catch up. Lovely fish is still fresh in brain case of Toktix. Toktix has dreamings to taste lovely fish. Friendly friend Fishbringer has made true Toktix's big dreams. Glory tales of Chuchurun are no silly babble. Fishbringer is Fishbringer of fairy legends. Toktix makes sure every gobby knows Fishbringer fairy legend. Goblins are weird. Most seem friendly though. Congratulations, Fishbringer. Fame with fast trading goblins is liable to bring you fortune, although you might want to find a less pungent title so as to not drive away other prospective patrons. What's in a title? That which we call a Fishbringer by any other name would spell as sweet. Alright, all done. Next quest, Tales of the Land. The greatest tales ever told. Does that finish all the hand and land to level 30? Yes. And war and magic. Oh my god, I'm getting so much stuff done. Alright, send you to Thanalan to aid Toktix once more. Your goblin friendly friend was looking for you earlier. He was hoping you'd make his fishiest fantasies come true. He recalled a dish that tickled his fancy some years ago and now needs you to procure the necessary fish for him. This desert catfish has apparently called its indigenous to, and this is a truly mind-boggling part, the desert, of all places. Toktik spoke of a trapper named Ugora Muli who'd fished one out of forgotten springs in the southern reaches of Stanlin. If you want that catfish, you'd best go and speak with her. Alright, all over down here to the U. I see what U did there. Hi, Ugora Muli. Fisher? Friend of Toktik's, you say? Sure. Dunefish my fair share of desert catfish. Never eat them, though. No that much. Only ever use them as sandworm bait. Though thought of eating desert catfish hasn't occurred to me until the goblin devoured it before my eyes. Still won't touch them myself. Different fish for different folk, as I say. No problem fishing them out, though. Can even tell you how it's done. Just comes down to the right bait in the right place. Nothing to it, really. Easy as dropping in line with some sand leeches at the fishing hole east of Bargot Strike. And near the Amalja encampment. Not the same as sea fishing here in the dunes, mind you. Real test of your reel out there. Trick is to hold on when it flails. Only takes one to make a day's haul. Good hunting. Thanks. But I'm just gonna go back, because I'm done. Google tells me all the fish I have to fish. I'm back, Toktiks. Fishbringer with find tasty fresh fish cat in sandy lands for friendly friend Toktiks? Yes. Got one. Appreciative, super appreciative goblin. Toktiks is thanksgiving to Fishbringer for lip-smacking fish cat. Fish cat no strings make for strengthful satchel strands. Toktiks trades tongue flaps with Linksath for fancy cooking of fish cat and Bismarck. Linksath only fancy cooks after shop lock because of strengthful fish cat odor. Fishbringer makes Toktiks one happy gobby. Alright, all done. More monies. Thanks. Thanks, friendly friend. Sisipu would have you assist with a request of some importance. Just the fish I was hoping to see. Uncanny timing as always. The celebrity you've achieved has resulted in some more obscure requests than I know what to do with. Your dune fishing experience in particular have raised eyebrows. The truly eccentric requests I've seen fit to turn away, but who can say no to the Bruguier Consortium? I for one cannot. Perhaps you'll have something else to say when you speak with Sybil. She's waiting for you outside the guild. What's up, Sybil? Ah, Monica, I take it. The legend said you were Sybil, but failed to mention how Lalafell? I have no doubt that our time together will be advantageous for us both. To business then, I want you to bring me rain collars from Gdannia's Jadeite Flood. However, there's a catch fish. You can only catch it during rain. So most of the time laying dormant on the bed of the water, active only when the rains come. Keep an eye, guys, you'll need the fish to be around so they'll bite the bait. Stem borers are most effective, or so I'm told. So I want them well. The fish are prized by wealthy Aldens for possessing certain properties. It is the custom of the Bruguier Consortium to fulfill unconventional needs and desires. 5 rain collars are all required to satisfy these aristocrats' needs. Alright, well, I'm done. Bring us 5 rain collars. Sure. Here you go. Take a look at these wonderful fish. I knew you were the right lass for the job. Who else could deliver such rare and virile specimens? These will suit the Olen's purposes quite well. The elder males have been led to believe that ingesting the rain collars will endow them with, let's say, vigor. No one knows whether it's true, and I don't personally care to find out. I know that rich men will stop at nothing to recapture their former glory, so these fish would fetch a fair price at the market. Speaking of fetching, I'm quite impressed with your handiwork. The costume will be pleased. Of course, you've pleased more than just a costume. I look forward to seeing more of you. Yudi sounds tingling. It's like, is that a confession? Alright, what are we up to? 45? Sisbu wishes to assign to you another commission from the Bruguier Consortium. Oh, so I haven't forgotten the old Fisherman's Guild. Good to see that all the prestige and glamour that accompanies fishing stardom hasn't gone to your head. So wonder your head hasn't popped, what with all the sardine and catfish fables inflating your legend to prodigious proportions. And to think I knew you when you were still dredging anchovies out of the muck. Rest assured that whatever greatness you go on to achieve, you'll always be the sorry scrap of kelp that floated into the guild on fateful day as far as I'm concerned. Now, go speak with Sybil and see to her request. Didn't you notice her still waiting for you outside? Hello. The Blizzard's lords of Ulda were terribly excited by the rain collars you rolled in, sending our profits soaring accordingly. And so I come to lay yet another challenge before you. You have conquered the waves and dunes, but what of the clouds? Only you are heavenly enough to fish the cloud cutters that swim the low skies of Ishgard within the sea of clouds. I too doubted my ears upon hearing of such a fish, but Carvalin's resolve was adamant, and he will hear no protest. Besides, I've never been one to say no. Luckily for us, the Bruguier Consortium has friends in high places, namely the Highlands of Corthus. You want to seek out for a minute at Whitebrim Front. He will tell you all you need to know. I mean, I already have them. Company will prevail in your conquest. I have rendered full payment to Sisipu in advance. You need only bring her 5 cloud cutters to satisfy me. But first I gotta go learn how to catch them. Fly out to Whitebrim. That's gonna give me another level, isn't it? It's gonna be level 62. Hello! Greetings, traveler. Visitors from limits to limits are rare to these climes. I was told you seek the fish magnificent cloud cutters that grace the Sea of Cloud. As squires who practice catching our dinner, but the task is trying for even the most experienced among us. For one unaccustomed to the chore might hope to succeed where so many accomplished fishermen have failed is beyond me, but mine is not to stand in the way of foolhardy endeavors. The fish float upon inflating pockets of vapor, allowing them to ride currents of air. They are thus able to escape predators and take refuge in clouds. More of an arrowfish requires an arrow worm, in this case hoverworms. Such is the extent of the knowledge that I will confer it into you. I fear the remainder is a matter of experience and skill. I should wish you good luck. You will surely need it. Done. Alright, said back. I believe fish can fly. I believe they can fly. I'm back, sissy. I saw you to pluck 5 cloud cutters from the skies of Corthus. Are you certain these aren't birds? Yep, look at them. These are it. Inspection time? The fabled cloud cutters, it turns out they weren't birds after all. Just like jellyfish, they jump, jerk, and jiggle themselves up. Well, speaking of things that float around aimlessly, why don't you two just get married already? It's going to consider the cloud cutter a crest of class and character and confer them to commemorate and congratulate countrymen who commit conduct a cut above the clouds, if you will. Suddenly, alliteration. Oh, but what use would it be to call Carvelian? Local lore alleges that a legendary Elezen in Limbs is actually an Ishgardian lord. I don't know what you'd do if it were Carvelian. Carvelian? I would do what I'm going to do anyways. Deliver the fish. Alright, thanks. Here's just come and go fish deliveries. And once you do the level 51, you get a ridiculous level 51. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Super needs your help with an emergency. What's going on? God, this is unbelievable. According to the age-old adage, when you're going against tough to tough, go fishing. Fortunately, the adage is of little use when the tough going happens to be a fishing ban. Huh? You haven't heard, have you? Ainzar Slaferson has closed all docks and ports for fishing vessels on the authority of Admiral Merwib. Some sorry sailors slowly spotted a serpent at sea, and so Slaferson stated that, for our safety, all our services must cease. It's also frustrating. While we may be a group of sedimentary fishers, but we're not to take this sitting down. Calm down, calm down. First, we need to know what we're up against. The Brigade Consortium maintains ties to the Maelstrom, so Silver may know something we do not. It is time to go fishing for information. Okay. I'll go find out what this big fish is to catch, even though I've already caught it. Alright, Sybil Trelawney. Hashtag Harry Potter. It's certainly a pleasure to see you again, though I wish it were under happier circumstances. The news came as a shock to us as well. Any Limson who's ever boarded a boat has heard the tale. Back when the world was not but dry, lifeless rock, Limlane created a giant serpent. From its massive maw, the creature spat forth water until the land was filled. But it did not stop. To prevent the world from being completely submerged, the navigator trapped the serpent in a floating island with the warning that if it were ever to be freed, the seas would rise until the world ended. This is from where the Lasocratic motto, "Till sea swallows all," comes. You can imagine the Admiral's surprise upon learning a sailor claims to actually have seen the serpent in question. While you and I may recognize it as a fairy tale aimed to scare children, the panic in the streets is real, and so Slefson has any choice but to take drastic measures in order to maintain the peace. Regrettably, those drastic measures have dire consequences for both your guild and my consortium, and the Maelstrom is too occupied with ship inaugurations to conduct a proper inquiry, meaning our only hope is to take matters into our own firm yet supple hands. Ahem. It may be impossible to prove the sea serpent does not exist, but perhaps the testimony of the eyewitness could be impunged. I believe you have met the sailor responsible for the sighting, the one known as Choo Choo. Oh, okay, it's him. Choo Choo. Choo Choo wants to see big fish at sea. Some say sea serpent. Choo Choo just want fish to fish. Sea fisherman Wawa Lago about fishing fish in sea. Alright, go talk to the Wawa. What's up, Wawa? I've seen enough of the sea to know when sailors are seeing things, and what Choo Choo saw was no sea serpent for sure. Missing your marks will make mountains out of molehills, distances deceive and delude the minds of men at sea. My mind says your serpent is a Maslaya marlin, a fairly big fish, but by no means a monster. You can see them barreling back and forth along the north of Bloodshore, but if I spy them from the shore, people will not just shrug their shoulders. You need to make them meet that marlin up close and personal. I'll admit it's easier expressed than executed, but I've never nabbed one. If you don't loosen up your line, they'll rip your rod right out of your hands. But first, you need a bite. They won't waste their breath on worms from other waters. Maslaya marlin demand mooching, more familiar to you as fish wheeling, perhaps. And not just any act of mooching, but the daunting duty of the dramatic double mooch. I reckon you're ready for it. Get a goby ball and haul in a harbor herring once you've hitched your herring. Offer it up to an ogre barracuda, then bait that beast to make the Maslaya marlin bite. Makes me want to sail out myself, but Slapperson would slay any guildmaster who sights him. Besides, I'm sure Sisipu would sooner see you succeed at it. Alright, Sissy, I'm back. Got info. I can't believe we reduced to this. Still, while Watlog has never been right for running a guild, he's never been wrong about a fish. If he says our serpent is a Maslaya marlin, that's what it is. I mean, here you go. That's the marlin? I can see how somebody might mistake it for a monster. Hopefully Slapperson will see it the same. Come, Sybil, arrange for us to speak with the Grand Storm Marshal. Alright, present big-ass fish. There's an obvious majority of Lalafell here. So many moons has it been, I can scarcely remember the last time I boarded a merchant ship for anything other than an inspection. Quite comfortable indeed aboard the luxurious fleet of the Brugair Consortium, no doubt to put crooked mongers and traffickers at ease while making illicit deals at sea. Perish the thought, we would never dream of calling the Grand Storm Marshal to a vessel where such roguery took place. A shame. I'd imagine those sort of vessels were the most fun. I suppose we then best tend to business. Of course, sir. Let me introduce to you the Maslaya marlin. That is a big fish. Great Limling's ghost. That I think is massive. However did you catch it? Strong Lala arms. Though I suppose that doesn't matter. At any rate, it is your contention that this marlin is our sea serpent? You can sing yourself to sleep with that silly sea serpent story, but it still won't hold water. And you think we're proceeding too smoothly. You always know just the wrong time to act the guildmaster, don't you? Never you mind, I've known Watlog long enough to not to mind his manners. Unlike his fish, I know when I'm being baited. Boy, you've been baiting and bullying us with your band. Will you let up and lift it? He speaks everything in alliteration. A fine question, to lift the fishing ban or to not lift the fishing ban. What to do, what to do, what to do. On one hand, I could lift the ban, but on the other... Now who's the one baiting? Master Baiter! Why not? Of course there are formalities we must observe, so I'm afraid the declaration will have to wait until tomorrow. And the ban will be lifted, won't it? Unless you'd prefer it weren't. By no means, just that I feared that simply bringing you a large fish might fail to serve an adequate evidence in overturning a formal military order. Well, I never really believed all the sea serpent in the first place. It was more about putting Liminson's minds at ease than anything else, and the marlin you brought me should accomplish just that. A few of a more paranoid conspiracy theorists in the Maelstrom alleged the serpent be a part of an elaborate sagging plot, so this should make for a nice laugh at their expense as well. And to think that all started because someone spotted a large fish. And because fishtails are wont to grow in size, the large fish became serpent-sized and then ceased to be a fish altogether. It makes you wonder about what other sorts of overblown fantasies we've all been led to believe. It sounds like you're ready to lift the ban whether we brought you the marlin or not. If only it were that simple, a fine Grand Storm Marshal I would be if I went lifting bans willy-nilly without any evidence the problem had been solved. This marlin is essential to assuaging the rational fears of the public. Well then, suppose Monica's efforts weren't for naught. After all, I only wonder how the fishtail grew out of proportion in the first place. Nope, skip that. Why am I not surprised? When I mentioned to Jurin that the Mesle Marlin was a monster, I meant it metaphorically, but mayhap he misunderstood. It's Choo-Choo's fault. I think it would be best in the best interest of all involved if I don't hear any more of this story. You must express gratitude for your efforts in bringing this evidence to light. Your guild will be notified when the fishing ban is formally lifted. I bid you good day. We're fixing a problem we caused. Also, big fucking fish. Alright, suddenly back at guild. Hello, terrifying to think a little exaggeration can get out of hand, particularly when you consider how often fishermen exaggerate. But it sounds like Slafirsin knew something was fishy all along. Nevertheless, you saved our guild from destruction at the hands of an imaginary sea serpent. Funny how Namulika delivered you to our doorstep just when we needed you most. I certainly can't consider you a guppy anymore, now that you've caught it. Marlin, the guildmaster himself, never quite reeled in. I'd say we named you the guildmaster, but then Wawalaga would have nothing to dodge. And I'm not ready to let that fish off the hook so easily. But I suppose we at least let him know he has a rival. And that might be your finest fishing accomplishment as well, luring Wawalago back to work. Alright, all done. And now one of the hardest fishing quests is available. But AR concluded this one, the Beast of Brewers Beacon. This quest line leads to a horrible one where you have to catch a whole bunch of big fish. But that is pretty much, I think, all the level 50 quests done. For at least all the AR classes. Alright, so I guess next time back to actually story and combat stuff. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!